Listen, you're not drained from working too hard. You're exhausted because of hidden habits you don't even notice yet.
Ever wonder why you're wiped out by noon? Or why focusing feels impossible while everyone else seems just fine? We blame the job, the diet, or our age. But the real culprits are much sneakier than your boss or breakfast.
Here's the cold truth. Your biggest energy thieves aren't obvious. They're hiding in plain sight, right in your routine.
These tiny, invisible habits are so baked into your day that you've never even thought to question them. Until now. Today, we're unmasking these energy vampires. You'll learn exactly what's sucking the life out of your day every single day.
Better yet, I'll show you what to do instead. We start today. Not next week, not later. We fix this right now.
Stay tuned, because the final habit is a total game changer that almost nobody mentions. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits are draining you and, more importantly, what to replace them with starting today.
Stick around, because the last habit on this list is hiding in plain sight. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
These habits don't feel like problems. Some feel productive, others feel like self-care. That's exactly what makes them so dangerous. This is why so many smart, hardworking people stay stuck in this cycle of low energy for years without ever figuring out why. Think about the last time you felt genuinely energized. Not caffeinated, not just gritting your teeth, but naturally, powerfully alive. For most people, that memory is surprisingly hard to access. And that should tell you something is very wrong with your daily rhythm. The human body is designed to have energy, to focus, and to feel motivated. When it stops, something is blocking the way.
Here's the kicker. The real reason you're exhausted isn't what you think. It's much more subtle.
Science proves chronic fatigue isn't one giant boulder. It's a dozen tiny leaks draining you simultaneously.
Imagine your energy is a phone battery. You're leaving 100 apps running in the background all day.
By 2 p.m., you're down to 11%, wondering why even simple tasks feel like a mountain.
Let's unmask the 7 habits secretly sabotaging your day, one by one, starting right now. We'll dive into your brain to see exactly how this happens. Once you understand why, the fix is obvious.
Habit number 1. Grabbing your phone within 10 minutes of waking up. It feels harmless, doesn't it?
You're just checking a message, but you're actually surrendering your mental control before the day even starts.
Think of your energy like a phone battery. You're not losing it all at once. You're leaving apps running in the background.
By 2 p.m., you're at 11%, wondering why you're struggling to function. Let's find those secret energy drains one by one. We need to understand what's happening inside your body and brain. When you know the why, the fix becomes obvious. Habit number 1. Checking your phone within 10 minutes of waking up. It feels harmless, maybe even necessary, right?
You're just checking the time or a message, but you're actually handing over your mental control to the outside world.
This happens before your brain has even fully come online. Your mind is in a special, highly receptive state right after waking.
Scientists call this the hypnopompic state. Your mind is like wet cement. Whatever connects it first sets the tone for hours.
Flooding this window with notifications triggers a stress response. Your cortisol spikes, and you start your day playing catch-up. Let's look at the habits secretly draining your energy every single day, one by one. We'll dive into what happens inside your body and brain when these habits take hold.
Once you understand the why behind the drain, the fix becomes completely obvious.
Habit number 1. Checking your phone within 10 minutes of waking up. It feels harmless, right?
You think you're just checking the time or a quick message, but there's a hidden cost.
You're handing control of your mental state to others before your brain even fully wakes up. Your brain needs time to come online. Instead, you're flooding it with external demands immediately. Waking up puts you in a receptive hypnopompic state. Your mind is calm, open, and very impressionable.
Checking your phone immediately hands over control of your mental state to others before you're even awake.
Your brain wakes up in a slow, receptive wave state called the hypnopompic state for the first 30 minutes.
In this state, your mind is like wet cement, calm, open, and incredibly impressionable to whatever it touches first.
Exposing your brain to notifications and news first thing sets a reactive tone for your entire day.
This flood triggers a stress response. Your cortisol spikes, and your nervous system shifts into a frantic, reactive mode. You start your day playing catch-up, responding to the world's demands instead of leading yourself through your own life.
The fix is simple. Keep your phone in another room at night. Protect your first 20 minutes of peace.
No screens, no news, just you, some water, and light. This quiet window is the foundation of your day. It's the trap of morning choices. What to wear? Breakfast? Workout now? Every tiny maybe is a leak. Every trivial choice costs you. Psychologists call it decision fatigue, and trust me, it's as real as gravity. Your brain's power to choose wisely literally drops with every decision you make. It's a measurable daily decline. Every small choice is a withdrawal from your mental bank. Save that balance for the big stuff that matters. Decision fatigue is sneaky. It doesn't feel like sleepiness. It feels like being grumpy and putting things off.
It's that feeling of being powerful force by simple tasks. Pushing harder only makes the hole deeper. Stop the leak.
Automate your mornings. Pick your clothes tonight. Don't waste brain power on socks. Save it for what matters.
Arrive at your desk with a full tank. Your best work needs your best energy. Don't spend it early.
Now, things get interesting. These next habits look like discipline and dedication, but they're secretly draining you dry.
Habit 3. Never fully disconnecting. In our digital world, the line between work and rest has totally vanished.
You're checking Slack at dinner. You're worrying about projects while trying to sleep. Your brain never gets a break.
Drafting emails in the shower. That's a recipe for burnout. Your brain needs a clear off signal to recover.
Here's the science. Your brain has two modes, the task positive network and the default mode network. Both are vital.
Task positive is for focus. Default mode is for rest and creativity. If you never switch, you never truly recharge.
Habit 3 is never fully disconnecting from work. In our digital world, this is a massive energy drain. The boundary between work and rest has basically vanished. You're always on, even when you're supposed to be off.
Checking emails at dinner or drafting memos in the shower means your brain never gets a clear stop signal.
Science shows your brain has two modes. The task-positive network handles focus, problem-solving, and active decision-making.
Then there's the default mode network. It's swift move in during rest, daydreaming, or a quiet walk without distractions.
This isn't lazy time. It's maintenance mode. Your brain processes data, consolidates memories, and restores its reserves.
No maintenance means a breakdown. Your focus shrinks, creativity vanishes, and your energy eventually just flatlines. The solution? A shutdown ritual. A consistent physical signal to your brain that work is done for today. Close your laptop. Write down any open tasks so your brain doesn't have to hold them anymore. Say out loud that work is done. Then, actually stop. This signal is vital for long-term energy. Habit 4. Constant task switching. It costs you up to 4 hours of productivity every single day. Most people don't even realize it's happening. You're deep in a report, Then your phone buzzes. You glance at it, reply quickly, and go back. But your brain? It didn't follow you back.
Researchers found that after one interruption, it takes 23 minutes to regain your original depth of focus.
23 minutes. Multiply that by 10 interruptions a day. The loss is absolutely staggering.
You're not just losing minutes, you're losing your best thinking. Let's look at how to fix this. Now, the second habit is one that almost nobody connects to energy loss. Yet, it might be costing you more than anything else.
Is having too many small choices in the morning. Every tiny decision drains your mental battery before the real work even begins. What should I wear? What's for breakfast? Should I work out now or later? These seem trivial, but they carry a heavy price tag. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. It's a measurable decline in your brain's ability to make good choices as the day goes on. He needed that account full for the decisions that actually mattered. Decision fatigue doesn't feel like tiredness. It feels like irritability.
It feels like procrastination or being overwhelmed by simple things. Most people respond by pushing harder, which only makes it worse.
The fix is to automate your mornings. Choose your outfit tonight. Have a simple breakfast rotation. Save your brain for what counts.
Habit 3 is never fully disconnecting from work. In modern life, the line between work and rest has essentially collapsed. You check messages during dinner. You think about projects while trying to sleep. Your brain receives no clear-off signal.
Here is the science. Your brain has two modes, the task-positive network for focus and the default mode network for rest.
Default mode activates when you're idle. It processes info, consolidates memories, and restores your energy. It is your brain's maintenance mode. If you never activate maintenance, things break down. Your focus shortens, creativity dries up, and your energy flatlines. You need a shutdown.
Create a shutdown ritual. Close the laptop, write down open tasks, and say out loud, "Work is done." Then, actually stop.
Habit 4 costs you hours of capacity every day. Constant task switching. You're in a report, your phone buzzes, you glance. Research shows it takes 23 minutes to return to deep focus after one interruption. One glance costs you nearly half an hour. Think of this as your brain's maintenance mode. Skip it, and the repairs never happen. You'll start breaking down fast.
Your focus shortens, creativity dries up, and your patience shrinks until your energy completely flatlines. You're just running on empty.
The fix is a shutdown ritual. It's a deliberate signal to your brain that the workday is officially over. No exceptions.
Close your laptop. Write down open tasks so your mind can let go. This clears your mental workspace for actual rest.
Say it out loud. Work is done. Then, actually stop. This simple act protects your long-term energy reserves for tomorrow.
Now for habit 4. This one steals 2 to 4 hours of your productivity every single day without you even noticing.
It's constant task switching. You're deep in a report, then your phone buzzes. You glance, you reply, and you lose focus. Your brain doesn't switch back instantly. It leaves a residue that drains your mental power for the rest of the day. Think back. When did you last feel truly alive? Not just jittery on coffee, but real, raw energy.
Hard to remember, right? That silence in your head? That's the warning sign you've been ignoring. Your body is a high-performance machine. It's built to recharge, to lock in, and to powerful force goals.
So if you're dragging every single day, there's a massive wall blocking your path.
And here's the kicker. The thing stopping you isn't what you're looking at. Science proves it. Chronic fatigue isn't one giant boulder and powerful forcing you into the ground. It's 1,000 tiny pinpricks. You're bleeding energy from a dozen invisible leaks. Imagine your life is a smartphone. You aren't dropping to zero in one go. You're leaving 100 apps running in the background all day long. Silently defeat your battery. By 2 p.m., you're at 11%, wondering why you're struggling to function at all. Sound familiar? Let's hunt down the habits secretly draining your energy every single day, one by one.
We'll peek inside your body and brain to see the damage these habits actually cause.
Trust me, once you understand the why behind the drain, the fix becomes crystal clear.
Habit number 1, checking your phone within 10 minutes of waking up. We all do it. It feels harmless, right? Just checking the time or a quick message. But it's a trap.
You're handing over the steering wheel of your mind to the world before you've even had coffee.
Research shows that after just one interruption, it takes your brain 23 minutes to regain deep focus. 23 minutes. Think about that. One tiny notification costs you nearly half an hour of peak productivity.
Now multiply that by the dozen interruptions we face daily. The math is genuinely alarming for your brain.
You aren't just losing time, you're losing the very ability to do your best, most creative thinking.
But here's the hard truth. Most of this task switching is actually self-initiated. We are our own biggest thieves. We don't just react to pings. We actively interrupt ourselves, breaking our own flow before anyone else can.
We open new tabs or check email for no reason. It's a nervous habit that transforms our mental momentum.
Every time you just check something, you pay that 23-minute price. Stop selling your focus so cheaply. Habit 7 is how you talk to yourself when things go wrong. This isn't soft advice, it's physiology.
That harsh, self-critical loop isn't just an emotional drain. It's a biochemical one that plays all day long.
When you benate yourself, your cortisol spikes and your immune system takes a connect. Your brain reads thoughts as danger.
Your motivation circuits shut down because your system concludes that effort isn't safe. Your dynamic action a conflict against yourself.
Walking with a hostile voice in your head is exhausting. By evening, your battery is at 0%. The fix is simple. Respond to yourself with the same basic decency you'd offer a close friend.
Next time you fail, pause and ask, what would I say to a friend? Then say that to yourself.
This single reframe rewires your brain. Stop dynamic action yourself, and you'll finally have the energy to actually live.